Advanced more.
My dear students, this is Subhani. Today I am going to explain Hoops concept, that is inheritance. Introduction to inheritance. Inheritance is a fundamental concept in Hoops. Basically, inheritance is acquiring one class to another class. Look at that. Yellow, one class to acquire the properties and behavior of another class. This is known as inheritance. For example, I have one property. That property acquiring my child. This is known as inheritance. Promote code reusability and modularity and extendability. Main usage of inheritance is that code reusability, modularity, and extensibility. This is main usage of inheritance. Terminology. Parent, superclass, base class, the class whose features are inherited. This is the parent or super or base class. Inherited the properties. Next, child class, subclass, derivative class, the classes that inherits from base class. This is the child class. Getting the properties from the superclass. This process is known as inheritance. Is a relationship. A class, a subclass is a type of the superclass. This is a relationship. Syntax. Class. Suppose I have an animal. In that animal, I mentioned one method, that is void eat method. In that method, I am printing the statement, that is this animal eats the food. Same class I will extend. Class dog. Dog is the subclass. Extend. It is a keyword. Extend means to getting the properties, to acquiring the properties from superclass. That is animal class. In that animal class, whatever the properties is there, that should be acquiring in dog class. Suppose I am mentioning one method, that is void bar. In that method, system of that println the dog box. Obvious, system of that the animal eats food also getting that dog property. This concept is known as inheritance. Types of inheritance. In that single inheritance, one subclass inherits the properties from one superclass. In that single inheritance, only one base class, one subclass. This is known as single inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Class B inherits from class A and class A inherited from class B. This level is known as multi-level. Class B inherits the properties from class A and class A inherited from the class B. This is known as multi-level. Hierarchical inheritance. Multiple subclasses inherits from one superclass. More than one superclass. More than one subclass getting the properties from one superclass. This process is known as hierarchical inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. One class implements more than one base class, subclass. That is, multiple inheritance Java doesn't support because of more than one subclass, more than one superclass cannot be getting properties one subclass. This process is known as multiple inheritance. But Java doesn't support multiple inheritance because of more than one superclass. Suppose I have class A and another class superclass, that is class B. More than one superclass, class A and class B. I am declaring one subclass, class C. In class C, getting the properties from class A and class B. This is not possible in Java. We will achieve multiple inheritance through the interface. Listen. Animal. It's a superclass. Dog is the base class, subclass. This is single inheritance, multi-level inheritance. Animal is the superclass. Dog is the subclass of animal. And German shaped class is a subclass of dog, superclass. This level is known as multi-level inheritance. Hierarchical. More than one subclass, that is dog and cat. These two classes are subclass of animal base class. Base class is the superclass is the animal class. Subclass are the dog and cat. These two classes getting the properties from superclass, that is animal class. This level is known as hierarchical inheritance. Java interface for multiple inheritance. Already told you, multiple inheritance doesn't support Java because of more than one superclass cannot be getting properties to the subclass. So we will hit you through the interface. Here, interface, I am declaring interface flyable. In that interface, I am declaring one method, that is void fly. Void fly is the one abstract method. It is not defined body of the method. Just it is a abstract method. Next, I am declaring another interface, that is swimmable. That is also a one interface. In that interface, I am declaring one method, one abstract method. It is void swim. Void swim is a abstract method, doesn't contain body. Now, I am implementing more than one super interface. Listen, interface flyable, one super, swimmable, that is another super. These two interfaces implements. So in Java cannot be extended, but here implementation is possible. Class that it is a subclass implementing the interface flyable and swimmable. These two are superclass. Assume that flyable and swimmable. We can implement public void fly. Public void fly. It is a method of flyable. Public void swim. It is a method of swim. These two methods can be implementing in duck class. We will implement through interface. Benefits of interface: code reusability, improved maintainability, logical hierarchy creation, extensibility. Limitation of inheritance: tight coupling between parent and child class. Overuse can lead to the fragile base class problem. Not suitable in all scenarios. Real life example: vehicle, it belongs to the car, bike, truck. Employee, in that employee belongs to the manager, developer. Shape, in that shape we will assume that circle, rectangle, triangle. Summary: inheritance enables one class to reuse the code of another. Java supports single, multi-level and hierarchical inheritance directly. Interface helps the implement the multiple inheritance. In that, any more doubts, dear students? Thank you, my dear students.